Hello everyone. Today we're in a Weather Authority alert day. It's going to last until 7:30 through this evening. Most of us are within the fire threat stretching from Roanoke both towards the north and south as well towards the east. Parts of the NRV and Highlands have a lower fire risk, but anything that does spark can spread pretty easily with how high the winds are gusting for today. We've had some pretty dry ground, and with the winds particularly high and some recent fires that we've been keeping an eye on, thankfully, things are able to stay calm right this minute, but you still want to make sure that you're being safe through the rest of the afternoon. Our highest winds are up into the Highlands right now, matching some that's coming through parts of Ohio and further off towards the west. To switch this over to the national radar, it's pretty easy to see that we don't have a whole lot of rain coming our direction, even though towards our north there's been some rather consistent rainfall and especially snow through parts of the Great Lakes and up into New England. That's going to stay up there. We don't really get rain chances until Friday gets here. Once they do, those will really help us out. Most of our winds are coming from the northwest through tomorrow, and instead of the gusts up to 50, 40 miles per hour that we have for the rest of today, they're more around 10 and then calm down in the evening. So it is a lot better on Thursday. The problem is that we're still dry. We don't have the alert day continuing into Thursday, but you still want to make sure that you're being careful through a lot of that day as far as fire risk is concerned. Temperatures are going to end up being a little bit cooler on Thursday than they are for today. Lots of mid to upper 50s, some 60s here and there. That's pretty standard for this time of year. We lose a little bit more heat on Friday as our next system comes in. With extra cloud cover on Friday, it's hard to warm up quite as much, so a lot of us will be low to mid 50s, a little bit warmer in Lynchburg and Southside. But one of the benefits of Friday is all the rain that's coming our direction late in the day. Low pressure is going to sweep up from our south, so we're mostly going to get the warm front as we go from Friday morning into the evening. That's going to drive some storms in parts of the Carolinas, but for us, it's mostly coming as showers. I was looking at it earlier, and a lot of the actual energy to get the storms to lift is going to stay outside of our region as we go through Friday night into Saturday morning. Some of that's possible in North Carolina and off towards Richmond, but once we get towards Saturday night, we'll really start to dry out. Rain totals from Friday through Saturday are going to be on the high side. A lot of us getting more than an inch. Flooding is not exactly a risk because we have been dry for so long, but it's going to be more heavy rain as opposed to storm chances. After that, temperatures are pretty stable for a while, but then really dip into next week. So feeling kind of cool for a lot of the early parts of spring. Roanoke's at 66 for today, so not exactly cool on our alert day, but overnight we'll lose some heat, getting back down to the 30s with Roanoke right at 34. And then over the next couple of days, temperatures are pretty stable, temperatures close to average. We'll be able to get into the 60s after our rain system comes through with another system that cools us down through part of next week.